We will go into our healing service, which last Sunday of the month is peace, and then we're going to talk about seeking, asking, knocking. All right, excuse me. Let me get a little drink of water here. We'll go ahead and get started. So last Sunday of the month, we like to bring ourselves together and start with a feeling of peace, a vision of peace. And it's really good to remind ourselves of this from time to time, especially with everything that's going on in the world, everything that's going on in the news, the way the news is presented to us. It's easy to get caught up in fear. And of course, out of fear comes anger and hate. So what we wish to do is we wish to bring ourselves back to that place beyond understanding, actually before understanding. That place from which everyone and everything emanates. The place of pure being. The great I am, as the Bible refers to it. The neti neti, as the Eastern scriptures refer to it. Not this, not that. It is before things are named. It is before thoughts are formed. It just is. And in that isness, in that I amness, in that beingness, there is perfect peace. Not the peace of the human mind, which is a cessation of hostilities, a quiet time in between wars, but a true peace, a true harmony, a true acceptance of oneness. For that beingness, that I amness, that isness of which we speak is God. And God is all that there is, so there can be nothing against it. It knows not fear, it knows not anger, it knows not hate. It has no sense of self and other, only a sense of being. And in that perfect beingness is the peace that passes understanding. We have moved before understanding. We have moved to the place before thoughts are formed, before logic and reason have come into being. We have passed that. And we are centered in the I amness of God. And in this place in consciousness, we experience perfect peace, perfect love. We release and we let go of every and any idea of otherness, of separateness, of apartness. We recognize that since we have been created out of the I amness, that our very essence and our very nature is the peace that passes understanding. We allow our minds to rest in this place of oneness, in this place of pure being, in this place of total unity, which is perfect love. And we release and let go of every and any idea of fear, of doubt, of anger, of hate, of separation, of hostility. We drop those things off at the gate as we step into the peace that passes understanding. We recognize here in this place that each and every other one is also a beautiful expression of God's peace. And at the very center of their being is the same peace that we now claim and we now experience. We sense our unity with all persons. We feel our love for everyone. For in this place, ideas of friends and enemies cannot exist. For there is no other. There is only God. We accept this feeling and this experience of perfect peace in our lives here and now. For ourselves, for each and every heart that is open and receptive. And we accept that we know that each and every other one, regardless of how they may act, is also a beautiful center of God's peace. We look past the behaviors. We look into the soul. And we find the love of God in every sentient being. So we accept for ourselves and for all who are ready, open, and receptive right now the perfect experience of God's peace. We recognize that through this prayer, this treatment, that a greater desire to experience God's peace has entered this world. We are grateful to know that there's a power in the universe that responds to us exactly according to our belief. And this treatment, this word, is our declaration of belief that the peace that passes understanding does exist, and we are one with it. We release this treatment to that perfect law which responds to us according to our belief. That perfect law which cannot deny, cannot say no, which can only accept our declaration and do whatever needs must be for the perfect unfoldment of its demonstration in our lives. We release this treatment to that law, so certain that peace already exists in our lives, that we say together, And so it is.